She's back in Genoa City, and this time, Jill Abbott isn't just stirring the pot, she's cracking it wide open. Meanwhile, across town, a woman everyone thought had finally settled down is spiraling again, and her obsession with Diane Abbott is about to put an entire family in the crosshairs. If you think you know where the young and the restless is headed this week, buckle up, because Genoa City just got a whole lot more dangerous and a whole lot more emotional. If you're a longtime Y&R fan, you already know that when Patty Williams starts acting unhinged, nobody in Genoa City sleeps easy. And when Jill Abbott swoops back into town with, as the show itself is teasing, a shocking secret in tow, you know family loyalties are about to be tested in ways nobody saw coming. That's exactly what's happening right now on The Young and the Restless, and it's the kind of one-two punch that has fans buzzing across social media and soap forums alike. On one side of town, Patty Williams is unraveling again, escalating her fixation on Diane Jenkins Abbott to genuinely frightening levels. On the other, Jill Abbott has returned home with an agenda nobody expected, and it's already cracking open old wounds between her sons, Billy Abbott and Kane Ashby, wounds that go all the way back to who Jill loves more and why. For those who might be newer to the show, let's set the stage. The Young and the Restless has been a cornerstone of American daytime television since 1973, and it remains one of the most watched, longest-running soap operas in the country. Set in the fictional Genoa City, Wisconsin, the show has built its legacy on multigenerational family sagas, most notably the ongoing rivalry and reconciliation between the Abbott and Newman families. Jack Abbott, Jill Abbott, and their extended clan have been central to the Abbott side of that story for decades, tangled in business battles over Jabot Cosmetics and, more recently, Chancellor Industries. Patty Williams, meanwhile, is one of the show's most notorious wildcards. Originally introduced decades ago as the sister of Jack's ex-wife, Patty has cycled through some of the most memorable, unhinged villain arcs in soap history, including a stint where she impersonated her own sister and terrorized the Abbotts from the inside. She vanished from the canvas for years after escaping a psychiatric facility and was even presumed dead following an explosion, only to resurface now, a full decade later, with actress Stacey Hayduk back in the role and Patty's obsession with the Abbott family as intense as ever. Now, to the heart of what's happening this week. The current storyline finds Diane Jenkins Abbott held captive by the mysterious Dr. Lawrence Markham, with Patty pulling strings behind the scenes to keep her trapped. Jack Abbott and his son Kyle have each been quietly working their own angles to get Diane out, and Patty, ever the master of chaos, has been one step ahead of them at nearly every turn. Patty was actually eavesdropping on a conversation between Jack and Kyle, learning about their rescue plan before they could even put it into motion. That kind of manipulation is classic Patty, and it's exactly why fans have been calling this her most delightfully deranged return yet. Jack, for his part, isn't backing down. In a bold counter-move, Jack set a trap using Patty's own phone, tricking Dr. Markham into thinking he was communicating directly with her. It's a dangerous game of cat and mouse, and with Patty's track record, nobody in Genoa City can predict how she'll retaliate once she realizes she's been outmaneuvered. Meanwhile, Diane hasn't been sitting around waiting to be rescued. She's been working an escape plan of her own, reportedly attempting to drug Dr. Markham's food to buy herself an opening. It's tense, it's twisty, and it's exactly the kind of high-stakes storytelling that's kept Y&R fans hooked for over 50 years. Soap opera Spy Plus 2. But Patty's meltdown isn't the only story dominating the conversation this week. Jill Abbott's return has hit just as hard, emotionally speaking, and for very different reasons. Jill arrived back in Genoa City determined to finally put an end to the ongoing feud between her sons, Billy Abbott and Kane Ashby. She summoned both men to meet her, and predictably, things did not go smoothly, with Billy and Kane clashing almost immediately once she tried to broker peace between them. That tension boiled over into something much rawer between Jill and Billy directly. Billy confronted his mother, demanding to know why he's never quite good enough in her eyes, while Kane always seems to get the benefit of the doubt. Billy simply doesn't understand why Jill is so quick to forgive Kane's missteps while holding his own mistakes against him indefinitely. It's the kind of scene that longtime Billy fans have been waiting for, a moment where all the years of feeling like the family's designated screw-up finally comes pouring out. And Jill isn't unmoved by it either. She tries to soften the blow of her disapproval, acknowledging Billy's reckless streak while clearly struggling with how to reach him. It's tearful, it's messy, and it's a reminder of why the Abbott family dynamic has remained so compelling after all these years. Soap opera Spy Plus 4. There's also a bombshell buried inside all of this. Jill has apparently been hiding something that could completely upend Billy's world once he learns the truth. It turns out Jill has secretly been the mystery benefactor bankrolling Sally Spectra's business, Spectra Charles Media, a secret Sally was supposed to keep under wraps. Billy accidentally let it slip that he already knew, leaving Sally worried that Jill might now pull her financial support altogether. Add to that the fact that Kane has offered Billy a leadership position overseeing research and development at Chancellor Industries, a move Billy finds suspicious given their history, and you've got a recipe for a family reckoning that's only just beginning. Celeb Dirty Laundry Plus 3. Fans have wasted no time weighing in. Across soap opera forums and social media, viewers have been split between rooting for Patty's chaos. Because let's be honest, a good soap villain is always a little bit fun to watch, and feeling genuinely gutted for Billy during his confrontation with Jill. There's a real sense among longtime viewers that Billy's frustration has been building for years, and seeing it finally surface has struck a nerve. Meanwhile, entertainment outlets covering the show have pointed to this stretch of episodes as one of the strongest of the summer, praising the way the writers are weaving Patty's psychological unraveling together with the Abbott family's deeper emotional wounds. It's rare for a soap to balance pulse-pounding thriller energy with genuine tearjerker family drama in the same week, but that's exactly what's happening right now on Y&R. So what does all of this mean going forward? If Patty continues to escalate, and given her history, that seems all but guaranteed, Diane's safety is going to remain in serious jeopardy for the foreseeable future, and Jack's increasingly risky tactics to save her could end up backfiring in ways that put even more of the Abbott family in danger. As for Jill, her secret involvement in Sally's business isn't likely to stay quiet for long, and once it fully comes to light, it could reshape the power dynamics between Billy, Kane, and the entire Chancellor Industries storyline. There's also real potential for this to push Billy toward a genuine turning point, whether that means finally proving himself worthy of his mother's trust, or spiraling further into the kind of self-sabotage that's defined so much of his arc over the years. Now, a quick word on speculation, because there's plenty of it swirling around these storylines. Some fans are theorizing that Jill's return isn't just about mending fences with Billy and Kane, but that she may have a personal stake in seeing Patty stopped as well, given the Abbott family's long, painful history with her. That connection hasn't been confirmed by the show, so take it with a grain of salt for now. Others are speculating that Kane's job offer to Billy is a setup designed to expose Billy's recklessness once and for all, positioning Kane as the more responsible heir to Jill's empire. Again, that's fan theory territory, not confirmed storyline information, but given how these two have clashed in the past, it's not exactly far-fetched. At the end of the day, this week on The Young and the Restless has delivered everything that's kept fans coming back for over 5 decades. High-stakes danger, deep-rooted family conflict, and just enough emotional vulnerability to remind us why we fell in love with these characters in the first place. Patty's descent into full villain mode is reigniting one of the show's most iconic dynamics, while Jill's raw, tearful confrontation with Billy is peeling back layers of a mother-son relationship that's been simmering for years. Whatever comes next, one thing is certain: Genoa City is not calming down anytime soon. So that's where things stand for now, but this story is far from over. What do you think is really going on with Jill's secret, and do you think Jack's risky plan is going to save Diane or make things even worse? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're loving this Y&R coverage, and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss the latest spoilers, cast updates, and breaking news from Genoa City. We'll see you in the next one.